band of superheroes as they are flying through the stars to do unimaginably heroic things. Dorriss Doom, Warlock Cat with powerful magic on her side. Naiad Bear, Dorriss's best friend and recent recipient of a powerful magic amulet. Veltrax, space adventurer from the planet Wolfcha. And Klor, the last of the single-celled amoeba people.
What's our destination, Veltrax?
According to our intelligence, the astronaut we are supposed to rescue is on planet Zealovoid. We will be there in a couple hours.
I'm really glad that the International Space Agency trusted this mission to us. It could really help us out after all the bad luck we've been having.
Having our home, the Nandi Bear Mansion, burned down has been a major setback. But unexpectedly taking over the Minehead Orphanage has definitely been a worthwhile venture.
I agree. Being responsible for those 7 kids is kind of wonderful.
I still haven't been to the orphanage since you took it over. I will stay for a while when we get back to Earth.
Do we have any idea what happened to this missing astronaut?
No clues yet, Klor, but I imagine we'll find out when we get to planet Zevioid.
Back on Earth, within the Minehead Orphanage, friends of the world-famous Nandi Bear Tenants, Rose and Rick the Ghostly Head, are watching the children while Dorriss and Naiad are away on the dangerous mission.
Rick, did all the children get to bed okay?
Oui. I read to them from my favorite book, Sleepy Hollow, to help them sleep.
I hope the gang stays safe on this astronaut rescue mission.
I am sure they will be fine. They are experts in the art of heroic activities.
Oh, Rick, I miss running the Nandi Bear Mercantile so badly. It was the job I'd always dreamed of. The cafe and the customers and being your boss. All of it was so perfect.
And then it all burned down, didn't it? A very sad situation. I didn't even mind being your employee.
Perhaps we can open another restaurant someday.
Maybe, but I wouldn't bet on it. Hey, do you smell cabbage?
Zuzu! I knew it was you when Rick said he smelled cabbage. Why are you still awake? Is everything okay?
I'm fine. My sister Grulu was snoring and it woke me up. I thought I would see what you guys were doing.
We were about to have a midnight feast of orange juice and French toast. You are more than welcome to join us.
Oh boy, wait till Grulu finds out I got to have a midnight feast with Auntie Rose and Uncle Rick the Head.
Planet Zevioid, where the land is like a strange wasteland from a bonkers dream. This is where our heroes have come to find a missing Earth astronaut.
So, where do you think we go? There doesn't seem to be any landmarks.
Well, we should split up to cover more ground. Naiad, you come with me, and Veltrax, you go with Klor.
Yes, make sure to keep your communicator on you at all times. They also contain a homing device in case someone gets lost.
Do you really think we should split up? This is always the worst idea in scary movies.
But this isn't a scary movie, and there was nothing in our information that said we might encounter anything bad.
But you still never know, so be careful, Klor.
So, where should we head, old friend?
It looks more rocky in that direction. Maybe we should go that way. It's what R2-D2 would do.
Good call. If the astronaut crashed here, he would try to find somewhere with caves and stuff to make a shelter. Let's go.
I wish I would have brought my lunch. I'm starving.
I have a granola bar in my coat pocket, but I think it's from a couple years ago. But it's yours if you want it.
I want it. Thank you for your gross pocket granola.
This is why I'm your best friend.
Meanwhile, back on planet Earth, it's morning at the Minehead Orphanage. Our friends Rose and Rick the Head are making breakfast for the 7 children in their care. Zuzu, Grulu, Fred, Kate, Cindy, Ricky, and Keith.
Wow, Rose, how did you get so good at making pancakes?
Yes, these are delicious. Almost worth getting out of my soft, wonderful bed fur.
Well, before me and Rick came to look after you guys, we owned a shop where we sold things and made food and drinks and all sorts of stuff.
Oh yeah, Zuzu told us.
She did?
Yeah, last night before we had the midnight feast, I heard you guys talking about how much you missed the restaurant.
That we do. But we can't dwell on things that we can't be changed. Besides, we wouldn't give up our life with you for all the restaurants in the world.
What if you could do both?
What do you mean, Kate?
Well, what about the East Wing?
The East Wing? Never heard of it.
It's a whole big part of the building that never gets used, but it's part of the orphanage. Yeah, there's a door that leads to it behind those boxes near the bathroom on the second floor. Not that I have ever snuck in there to play. Me either.
Wow, we should go check it out, guys. Maybe we should build a big fancy cafeteria there for all you kids.
We could even open it up to the public.
Let's go, guys.
We find two of our heroes investigating strange caves on the faraway planet of Zevioid, searching for a lost Earth astronaut, when they suddenly hear an unexpected strange noise.
Veltrax, did you hear that strange noise?
Yes, it was so sudden. I wasn't expecting it. Peek around the corner and see what's out there.
As Klor peeks around the corner, she sees a group of robots.
Veltrax, as soon as I peeked around this corner, I saw a group of robots.
Do they look friendly?
It's kind of hard to tell. Robots are notorious for limited facial expressions.
You have a point. Let me try something. Hey, robots! Are you guys friendly? Because we're looking for someone. You may have seen them. Any help would be appreciated. Hey, Klor. I'm not sure if our universal translator is working.
Veltrax and Klor are captured in a high-tech electrified net with no hope of escape and are dragged off by the gang of roaming robots. Meanwhile, our other two heroes, Dorriss and Naiad, are also searching the planet for the missing astronaut.
Dorriss, we've been searching for hours, and there isn't anything out here.
Well, there certainly isn't any restaurants. I'm starving.
But I gave you that 2-year-old granola bar. Didn't it help?
Don't think I didn't appreciate it, but it ain't no can of tuna, if you know what I mean.
Maybe Veltrax and Klor had better luck.
Call them and see if they have any food.
Okay, hang on. Veltrax or Klor, come in. It's Naiad. Hello, guys. Do you copy?
Weird. Can you track their signals?
Yeah, I think so. We better try and find them. The signal is coming from this direction.
Let's go.
Back on planet Earth, in the Minehead Orphanage, a group of 7 children hold a secret meeting after dark.
Zuzu and Grulu, why did you want to have this meeting?
Yeah, I'm sleepy. And who brought eggs to the meeting?
That's just me.
Oh yeah, sorry, Grulu.
Don't worry about those guys. What's up? Anything exciting?
I thought we should talk about the cafeteria that Auntie Rose and Rick the giant green head were so excited about.
It's going to be so awesome.
Oh yeah, they were so happy when we checked out the East Wing.
That's the problem. When we were cleaning up after dinner tonight, we accidentally heard them talking. What did they say?
Yeah, what's so important that I'm not allowed to sleep?
They said they didn't have enough money and they would never be able to afford to build the cafeteria. They're so sad.
does it then. We will help them get the money.
Yeah, there's a lot of things around the neighborhood that we could do to try and get money.
I could do a sleepathon.
I can do a bottle drive. There's tons of things we can do to help get it built. We can start tomorrow morning.
A noble and excellent plan to be executed by the 7 youngsters. But millions of kilometers away, Dorriss and Naiad have found where their friend's signal was coming from.
The signal stops here, in this strange city.
I guess we have no choice but to go pay it a visit.
I hope Veltrax and Klor are all right.
Oh, and I hope the city has an all-night buffet somewhere.
In the futuristic city on planet Xevioid, our 2 heroes, Veltrax and Klor, sit in a prison cell after being captured by robots who are waiting for some answers.
I certainly wish I had some answers.
Do you think that the astronaut we were sent here to find got captured by the same robots as us?
It's possible, but they aren't here. So even if we can get out of this cell, we should stick around the city and find some answers. Because I want some answers.
Suddenly, a television monitor descends from the ceiling to reveal an alien face.
Maybe this is the answer you're looking for.
Welcome to Xevioid City. I am the leader of my people, and you are the Tarple spies we captured trying to steal our magic stones.
We're what now? Listen, lady, you got the wrong people.
Silence, you fool. Now that we have finally captured you, we can interrogate you and find out all the plans the Tarple people have made to steal our precious magical stones.
We don't know anything about precious magical stones, and we don't even know what your magical stones are called, or what they're for.
Don't play the fool. The magical stones are called magical stones, and they keep our underground society alive by providing important lighting minerals and vitamin D.
Well, either way, we're just superheroes from Earth, and we don't know anything about Tarple people, or why they would want your stones.
Back at the Minehead Orphanage, the Minehead 7 have worked incredibly hard over the last week and have called a meeting with Rose and Rick to tell them what they've been up to.
Okay, guys, we're here. I don't mind saying I'm a little excited. What is the surprise you have for us?
Yes. I too am bewildered at the thought of you kids calling a meeting with us.
Okay, Auntie Rose and Uncle Rick, the giant luminescent floating head, we do have a bit of an amazing surprise for you.
Do you remember last week when you went to the east wing of the building and got super duper excited?
And then you came up with this big, amazing plan to make a cafeteria over there?
You know, to realize your dreams and stuff.
Oh, kids, about that.
We know. Zuzu overheard you guys talking about how you would never have enough money to turn the East Wing into a cafeteria.
It was totally an accident that I overheard you. I was totally not spying on you.
Oh, Zuzu. I know you would never spy on us, but what you heard was true. We don't have the money to make the cafeteria. I am sorry, guys.
Oh, that's not true. You do have the money.
What do you mean, Ricky?
Because we spent all week doing the odd jobs around the neighborhood for people, and we earned a ton of money. And it's all yours, so you can build the cafeteria. We all worked really hard because we care so much about you guys.
Oh, Kate and everyone, this is the kindest thing in the whole world. You kids are so great.
Yes, you are all amazing. However, you only earn $75. That really isn't even barely enough to buy a set of chairs, let alone build an entire restaurant.
So all our hard work was for nothing?
Of course not. It will be where we start to save up. And one day, in the very, very, very far future, we really will have enough to build the East Wing cafeteria. We can't thank you enough.
Dorriss Doom, the magical kitty cat from Earth, and her best friend Naiad Bear, who is half bear and half human, have made their way into the Xevioid city in an attempt to find their friends Veltrax and Klor.
So far, there hasn't been any sign of life in this place.
Yeah, it's pretty strange and kind of spooky. I'm not even sure where to start. As soon as we entered the city, our tracking device got too much interference to work.
I've got an idea. This looks like some kind of computer system, and I think I can use my magical powers to get some information out of it.
Can't you just hack into the computer system?
I'm not very good with computers. The magic is easier.
Are you getting anything?
Actually, yes. I know exactly where to find them. They have been captured and are being held prisoner.
Suddenly, there is an alarming sound.
What is that sound? It's so alarming.
I think it is an alarm. Quick, let's hide in this doorway.
As our two heroes watch in shock, the city of Xevioid fills up with robots who seem to be battling each other.
Attention citizens, do not go above ground to the city. We are being attacked by the turtle robots. Have no fear, citizens. Our own robot forces will defeat our enemies.
Man, what have we stumbled into here?
I'm not sure, but we need to find Veltrax and Klor without running into crazy robots.
How do you suggest we do that?
Very carefully.
Meanwhile, back on Earth, we find Rose and Rick the giant glowing head in the abandoned east wing of the Minehead Orphanage.
It sure would have been wonderful to turn this place into a cafeteria. It's what I've dreamed about my whole life.
Wait, your lifelong dream is to run a cafeteria?
Don't judge, bro. You know it would have been great.
Yes, it truly would have. But no use dwelling on something that is impossible.
You're right, old friend. Let's get back to those wonderful 7 kids.
But when Rose and Rick the Head turn to head back, there's a blinding flash of light, and before them stands the ghost of Nandi Bear.
Hey, you two. Why so glum?
Auntie Nandi Bear, I haven't seen you since your mansion burned to the ground, and we're all forced to live somewhere else.
Yeah, sorry about the fire. I hope you found somewhere else lovely to haunt.
Well, I did love that old house very much, and it's very sad that it's now gone. But it wasn't the only property I owned.
Really? What other property do you own?
Well, this building, for instance. I bought it many years ago when it was a newspaper office, and it stayed mine all these years.
So what you are saying is...
What I'm saying is that you are all still my tenants, and it's lovely to have you.
Well, this is very exciting news. The gang was going to start calling themselves the Minehead Orphanage Tenants, but Nandi Bear Tenants has a better ring to it.
I would wholeheartedly agree. But that's not the only reason I've appeared before you today.
Then why are you here? Are you going to start charging us rent?
Not exactly. I wanted to tell you to go down into the cellar and look for a hanging portrait of a baby kitten. You'll find an interesting surprise behind it.
What's the surprise?
You have to find out for yourself. Have fun. Bye.
During all this madness, Dorriss and Naiad secretly made their way to the prison cell where their best friends Veltrax and Klor are being held captive.
Darn it, Dorriss. None of our powers seem to have any effect on these doors.
It's okay, ladies. I know you tried your best. Me and Klor will just rot in this alien prison for the rest of our lives.
Don't be too dramatic or anything there, fuzzy face.
As silly as Veltrax is, he may be right if we can't find a way to escape this cell.
Suddenly, a monitor screen drops down from the ceiling in front of Dorriss and Naiad. On it is the face of the Xevioid leader.
Ha! You fools! This door is made from the most powerful substance in the galaxy. There's no way you will be able to break your Tarple friends out of the Zebulite prison.
Wait, why do you think we're Tarples? We're from planet Earth.
So you say. But why else would you be sneaking around our city if you weren't trying to steal our precious magical stones?
What? You got it all wrong. We were all here from planet Earth to rescue a missing astronaut. We didn't even know anyone lived on this planet.
This is what we have been telling you the whole time.
Why should I believe you?
I don't know. Maybe just ask the Tarple people if we are one of them.
Excellent idea. We shall get to the bottom of this yet. Hello, is this the diabolical Tarple leader?
Well, it's me, the Tarple leader, Margaret. I wouldn't classify myself as diabolical, though.
You are my sworn enemy, and I want you to see that we have captured your top spies. So give up now and call off your robot army.
Look, Janet, I've never seen those people before in my life, and honestly, I don't care what you do with them. I'll call off my robots if you share your magical stones with my people.
What do you need magical stones for? Is it sunlight and vitamin D like the Zebulioids?
No. We need them to run our food replicating machines, and we are running out of them on planet Tarple. Our people are going to go hungry.
Janet, if you have lots of magical stones, you should be helping the Tarples, not waging war on them.
Well, that's the problem, cat person. If I am going to be totally honest with you guys, we are running out too. And our people are scared what will happen to our underground society if we do. So, we don't have enough to spare.
You could have just told us that.
Yes. Clear communication is important in all matters.
Well, it looks like you both have some serious problems to fix, and I might just know how to help.
Meanwhile, back on Earth, Rose and Rick the giant glowing floaty ghostly head have just been visited by the ghost of Auntie Nandi Bear. She told them to search the basement for a picture of a kitten.
There are so many paintings in this old storage room we found in the basement, but as of yet, no kittens.
You spoke too soon, mon ami. For I, Rick the Head, have found a painting of a beautiful kitten on the wall right here.
Excellent. Great job, Rick. Now Auntie Nandi said to look behind the painting. Would you like to do the honors?
How do you expect me to do that? With my tongue?
Oh yeah. Here, let me check. A button. Let's press it and see what happens.
Rose presses the button, and the wall slides open, revealing treasures beyond their wildest dreams.
Oh, Rick, look at all this money and jewels and gold and stuff. We could build 100 cafeterias.
It looks that way. I guess we owe Auntie Nandi our thanks once again.
Deep in the outer depths of space are two planets, Zevioid and Tarple. The Zevioids need magic stones to live underground, and the Tarples need the magic stones to run their food replicating machines. But what will they do when the magic stones run out? We join our heroes underground with the Zevioid and Tarple leader, who have come together for the first time ever.
Thank you for sending those magic stone samples to my space lab. I have run an analysis and have determined that the stones work very similar to sunlight. It allows the Zevioids to live underground comfortably, and the power from the stones operates the Tarple food machines as well as most things on the planet. Am I right?
That's an excellent summary.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
So, for Clune, have you come up with a solution to this awful problem?
Well, the main problem here is that both societies rely so heavily on one thing, the magic stones.
But what else are we supposed to do?
Margaret, Since all your machines run from magic stones, and magic stones work like solar energy, I will send you instructions on how to build solar panels. They are cheap, easy to build, and you have all the materials you need on Tarpal. I estimate you can switch to renewable solar energy by the end of the month.
Wow, thank you so much. We look forward to the change.
Now, Zevioid leader.
Please call me Janet.
Sorry, Janet. I have been studying your history, and the reason you are living underground is because the giant Zebelblocks volcano erupted and left your atmosphere unlivable.
These are true words you speak, mighty Snake Man.
Well, I have run tests on your atmosphere, and everything is back to normal. Actually, you could have lived above ground for the last 250 years if you wanted.
That's incredible news.
You don't need to completely move upstairs, so to speak. All you really need are some sunroofs, for a start. Get some light and fresh air into those caves.
Well, looks like everything is great and we solved all the problems. Way to go, team.
What about the astronaut? We still haven't found them.
Astronaut? We had an Earth astronaut crash land on Tarpal recently. They are staying in a luxurious hotel at the moment. I will send for him to join you.
Another job well done. Let's get that astronaut and head back to Earth.
And, speaking of Earth, by the time Dorriss, Naiad, Veltrax, and Klor arrive back with the missing astronaut, the new cafeteria is now complete.
Dorriss, Naiad, I'm so happy to see you.
Where on earth did this cool cafeteria come from?
I don't know, I went for a nap and when I woke up, here it was.
Cindy's being silly, Naiad. Rose and Rick the Head discovered a big secret about the orphanage.
Before we talk about secrets or anything else, I have a serious question.
Sure, Veltrax. What is it?
Have you whipped up a batch of your world-famous burritos yet? Because I'm starving.
Oh, Veltrax.